Hello and welcome to. Oh, right. Okay, that could actually be useful. Another Dominion League match is what I was going to say. It is season 52 still. This is my fourth match of the season. Things are going pretty well so far this season, mostly thanks to my previous match, which I won 5.5 to 1/2. But two more matches, got to kind of close it out. So, no, the crypt errata is not actually really relevant, though. Okay, so we've got Druid can trash, and we've got Modify. Obviously, we would prefer Modify. We can borrow for it. We could also go with Overlord. What are we building towards, if anything, here? There's Inn and Village Green, so we can turn Inn into draw if we have enough of those. Would we rather just have like a silver and a modify with borrow, or would we rather have like one debt and overlord, or would we rather even go like silver overlord or druid overlord or something? Druid can gain silvers, which isn't amazing, but isn't terrible. So Druid borrow from modify or Druid overlord would both be somewhat reasonable, because like we can start out with trashing with the Druid, right, and get two trashers in. I think I'm gonna take the Druid. What I'm not sure about is whether I should take Overlord or just take modify. We're not gonna use Overlord to do anything but modify in the first shuffle, so I think the borrow or modify looks better. Okay, identical openings. I don't think I want to just trash into a 2-cost. Alright. I don't really see us needing or wanting Coin of the Realm here. We could go with the Overlord now. I think that's pretty reasonable. Here, obviously, we trash pay debt. Not the greatest of shuffles here with seeing all three of our estates and bottom decking a couple coppers. We could choose to keep estates around for the purposes of modifying into 4 costs, because there are a bunch of 4 costs that we want. I mean, mostly village greens, but however, oh, I didn't see that. I think I would rather just get an estate out of the deck for now. And we can, like, gain silvers and stuff to modify if we really want. But and I guess we could Overlord, modify the estate into, it'd probably be a village green. Well, we're certainly going to play modify. Yeah, we're not going to do much better than that this turn anyway, I suppose. Here, I think... maybe I'll actually trash copper here. Because we've only got the one estate left. I don't really care about buying a 2-cost anyway. I don't think I want another Overlord. So we can play Overlord as in here and discard the village green. I think I'll start with modifying a copper and then see what I draw. Could, in theory, gain a bunch of silvers with Druid and then Raid. I don't see that being relevant. Mostly I just want to get an in at this point, which is probably going to be difficult to do this turn. Ooh, 8 debt. Man. Okay, so if we... So we either go card action with the village green, take another village green. I think I'm not. Don't really want another druid. I guess another overlord isn't ridiculous. It's not great, but ooh, this is not. I guess I knew that some of these cards are coming, but this is still. I would have really liked to see my overlords here. We are going to need to gain like silver or gold or something here. Get some money. Okay. We could just take a gold. We could take a silver, and then we get to pay 3 debt. That's probably better. I don't think we need to trash a copper here as much as we probably would prefer to just gain a silver. So I think we'll do that. Now this turn we should have Overlord discarding Village Green. Might want to play the first Overlord as modify to trash this copper, though. Makes it more likely that the other Overlord gets to discard double Village Green. I think I'll go with that. I think we don't generally want to save these. Okay, so how do we want to play this? We could just Druid for silver, modify copper, draw the silver, pay the debt, though then we still don't get to buy anything. We could modify the silver into an inn. I mean, I guess we could buy another Overlord. It's just... we need... I wonder if I should have taken another Druid. Like, we kind of need more gains. Or, like, faster gains or something. I guess if we get another silver and then we raid next turn... be in reasonable shape. Yeah, alright. Do we want to take another Druid? That could definitely go poorly. I think it'll be okay. Okay, good. We got both of our village greens in our starting hand. We need to get some more of those. I think we're like a little more trash than our opponent, but not much. They do have the extra village green. We've got an extra druid. We've also got 2 silvers and they have none. Discarding for gold again. Oh yeah, you get the village green. Yeah, that makes sense. In fact, I might actually want to do that with this overlord. Might want to do that. Let me think about that. The disadvantage of doing that is it's not really draw. But we could use a gold, for sure. Yeah, maybe we need to get some more draw into our deck first, though. Okay, so... Or we could, I guess we could... Let's see. Modify this copper, we'll draw the other silver. Druid to gain silver. We'll have 6 coins. We modify... I think... We do this. We... Gain silver. Or what if we did drip? I don't know. This is tough. I want more village greens. I want an actual inn in my deck. I could modify the druid into 2 more village greens. Yeah, I think that's okay. Not 2 more, but like I can. Yeah, we gain a silver. We modify this druid into a village green, and we buy a village green, and that gives us some more draw. Effectively. We could use a gold, as I said. Maybe with a couple more village greens in our deck, we'll be able to afford to do that. Maybe. We could also modify potentially. You gained a silver last turn? You did. All copper is in the trash. Okay, so you have 5 village greens. I will definitely want to pick up a 5th one here. Let's start with inn. There is a possibility that, yeah, okay. There's a possibility, but it was fine. Okay, so the last 2 cards are Druid and another silver. So what we want to do is this could be when we although I don't love playing the Overlord as Druid and then having another Druid, but if we play Overlord as Druid to discard village green, silver to gain a gold, we play the 2 village greens. That's not great. Maybe we modify the other druid as well this turn. So then we'd have, if we play Overlord is in, discard the village greens, then play them for next turn. We'll have the draw next turn. And then in the meantime, we can modify druid into village green, and with our 3 silvers, buy an inn. Could work. Oh, this is complicated. We discard the 3 cards here. What if one of them was a silver? Would that matter? We draw the 2. We have the modify. We modify village green. I don't think that helps. I think if we had the actual druid in hand, this would work a lot better. But we don't. So alternatively, we keep the druid, we gain a silver, we modify silver to village green, or if we bought a villa, we could modify that too. Druid for silver, 6 coins, buy villa. It doesn't really do anything, does it? I mean, we could modify the silver. Nah. Yeah. I don't know. We still want the druid in the deck. We probably do. Having to play Overlord as druid is not great. But then I guess we could modify silver into in, and then yeah, okay, that's probably the play. And silver. Keenan in. Go ahead and top deck it. Village green. This board is hard to play. Oh, wow, that's really bad. Wow, that's really bad. What is your hand? What the heck? What is going on? All right, I want to start looking at how we green here. The draw is still very limited, so I think we want, like, modifying golds into provinces obviously is a thing we can do. Although, I mean, you could discarding 3 cards to gain a gold, even with the village greens, isn't like super efficient. Like, it might be more straightforward to just buy the provinces. Either way, getting some islands, I think, is going to be valuable because the draw here is so limited that I don't know that we want to be keeping a bunch of provinces around in our deck. This might be the turn for discarding some village greens for gold, because we're going to draw 2 more cards here, and then we're going to have at least 2 village greens in hand. Trash. Yeah, we should have 3 silvers, so we can't afford province unless we draw into treasure anyway. We play the inn first. If we play the inn first, we will have drawn exactly. Then we can discard, like, Yeah, I think that's play is we do this and we do this now, this now, and then if we discard village green, silver, silver for gold, we'll have 3 cards in the discard. One of the village green will draw one of them. We'll have 2, and we can just play Overlord as Workers Village if we want to just draw them. We can modify into province and buy an island. We'll still not have enough to actually afford province in our deck going forward, but I think it might be worth it. I mean, it is also worth noting we're going to have no incoming village greens next turn, but we will have... Overlord is in to help us with that. So I think... Alright, yeah, so I think we just go... Village... Workers Village... Province. We do have an extra buy here. I don't know that it makes sense to use it, though. Or like in 2 extra coins. Maybe it's not correct to take the island now. Maybe we take another inn, and then we modify into the island. I think that might be better. Okay, so this doesn't look great. I mean, we do have 5 village greens in those 10 cards. Maybe I shouldn't have modified the gold. Though, I would have only had 9 coins if I hadn't, so... Apparently they took a second gold at some point. I don't remember that happening. But... we also do have the option of Overlord modify into gold, and then using the other Overlord as a modify. So that's something to keep in mind. And also, I mean, Druid gaining silver is enough for us to hit province again. So it could certainly be fine. It is going to depend on if we see village greens on the top of our deck here, though. At least somewhat depend on that. It's certainly likely we'll see at least one. I guess what I could have done instead last turn was just gained a silver with the druid, bought a province off of that, and then like played more village greens for next turn instead of drawing with them. And because I could have still drawn cards with Overlord as Workers Village. Well, we're gonna start with the inn. Okay, I think we discard Druid or Silver. I'm gonna say Druid. Okay, we're not quite guaranteed to find our other village green here. Ugh. I'm almost wondering if I should next turn this. Our opponent is surely going to have some trouble drawing at some point, but it's like what I'm thinking about now is Overlord trashing modify. What is that last card, incidentally? It's not a silver. Oh, it's another village green. Right. So having the other village green on top of the deck would be pretty nice. Yeah, I think I might just go modify modify into a gold and buy an island. Although I could also take another in and then just hard to line up to like get and play the island. Take the island. So we're definitely going to draw it this turn. Yeah, like it should not be the case. Like, it should not be any easier for my opponent to continue to be able to take golds and like trash them into provinces and still be drawing through the deck than it is for me, has been for me. They did have that one turn where they got absolutely nothing accomplished, and yet somehow that didn't really hurt them, which is surprising. Okay, so I guess depending on what we draw here, we can decide whether we want to... Dang, I really wanted to play at least one of these for now. Well, I guess I don't have to decide. Do this for now. Okay, I think we can do... If we next turn, we can discard... We have a gold down here. We have a gold and a silver down here. We can discard Druid Overlord, or what Druid in whatever play Overlord is in, whatever, and still hit Province. What we can't do is get Province and an island, but I think it's worth doing this. Crazy, right? Well, okay, we can go ahead and do that. Is there some other option that we have that's any good? I don't really think so. We could modify the Druid into an island. But we don't have... Yeah, I think we want the province now, and we can consider getting another island next turn. Six gold's gone. How did they manage to get 4 golds and still keep drawing? It's crazy. So yeah, the hope here is that my opponent having 3 provinces in their deck is going to hurt them enough that they can't hold on to this lead. Whereas I have 1 province in my deck. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, I guess having to use... Oh my god, seriously? Having to use one of the overlords as an in does at least help somewhat, because that means they're not using it as modify. They have... We each have 2 golds? No, I have 1 gold, so they have 3 golds? And how are they... With 3 golds... I guess they don't have the silvers. I only have 1 silver. My 3. Yeah. Maybe I did take too many silvers. Like, they've got 3 provinces, 3 golds, a druid. Those are 7 stop cards. Silver, that's 8. And they play an overlord instead. Oh god. That's not good. That's not good. I mean, in theory, I don't have a 3rd modify, but if I could hit... I've got... I'm a coin short. Oh no, there's borrow. Oh, okay. We might actually be able to do this. This is not the hand that we needed to be able to do this. Like, seriously, I have 2 village screens in those 4 cards, and the other in. So I needed to play both overlords as modifies, right? 1 overlord modifying gold into province, another overlord modifying silver into duchy, and then borrow for duchy, and then that's 12 points. Actually, wait, I don't need... I need 11 points. I'm not... Double estate is more expensive than... Like, well, I mean, it's not more expensive than duchy, but... if I have to hit... If I modify into province and into... And that's it. And I have to buy duchy double estate. That's 8 coins of borrow, and I don't have 8 coins. I do have the druid, right? So... Oh, there's island. Does that change anything? The same number of points is for the same number of coins. So probably not. But like, what if... So if we... No, I don't think that helps. I mean, it saves us a buy, but... Which actually probably is relevant, but... I mean, I think we have to play Overlord is in here. It's just frustrating. Like, if I see... I saw it. I have the gold down there. If I see, like, one other non-stop... Well, I could... whatever. Right, so if we modify into province, gold into province, then we have 6 coins, and we need to have 8 coins. So we can do druid for silver. We can discard... What can we discard? That's the question, right? If we play Overlord is in and we manage to find 2 village greens, we draw everything. Play the other lord as a modify. Trash the gold. We gain a province. That's the... We have the inn, right? So we would discard double province. Okay. Well, I guess this should work too, in theory. It could fail to work. No. No, it can't. But we played... No, what we play is the Druid, not the Overlord. Oh. Oh, frig! No! Ah! We needed to draw the province so that we could discard it. And we didn't. If we had seen the village green, that would have also worked, I think. But, man, this is such a bad shuffle. Holy crap. Well, what do we do now? Not discarding the village green is, or not playing the village green is pointless because we have a province top decked. We can buy double duchy. All the good that's gonna do. It's like there's no way they're gonna fail to hit this. Man. Ugh. That's so. I had to roll a 1 in 3 chance to bottom deck the province here for this not to work, and that was only even an issue because the rest of my shuffle wasn't any good either. Like I mean, I guess we could raid. Maybe that helps. Well, okay, so if we modify, we discard like this. We have 6, 7, 8, 9 coins. We go down to 7 if we modify silver into a duchy. Which is probably what we need to do. Although, let me buy raid. God, so this is disgusting. This is so disgusting. Yeah. That. Oh my god, that last shuffle! The opening was there! It's crap. I wonder if my opponent knows they left the door open that way. Like, I mean, obviously, I was like, you know, once I got to the end of that shuffle, I had a 2/3 chance to win, but I think it was probably higher than that going into the shuffle. Okay, so catapult, dominate, so militia. So it's going to be hitting dominate is going to be difficult, clearly. The draw is hunter, which is pretty unreliable. There's no village. Well, oh no, there's Shantytown. That's a pretty awkward village. Maybe we can make it work a little bit. We're clearly going to open catapult. We're going to want to get a sanctuary. We don't ever have to catapult the estates potentially because we can exile them with sanctuary, so that's nice. Getting some imps would probably be good. I don't know how doable that's going to be. I think it's just catapult silver. I think we could open catapult Shantytown and try to high roll, but I don't. The collision case is really, really sad. I think this is just another silver. We're gonna want treasures in our deck anyway, because we're drawing with Hunter. So we could catapult an estate to hit 5. Is that worth it? You don't get to attack. But get a 5 in our shuffle. Whereas the alternative is we get silver in our shuffle, probably. We could take militia now. It's not unreasonable. I think I will take the militia. Oh, man. Okay, I think this is just another silver, even if we don't get attacked. Even if we get attacked here, we still hit 5, which is good. Oh. Alright, do we want Hunter or do we want Sanctuary? I think we want Hunter first. Great. This is ridiculous. What is this hand? Like, seriously? I guess we should catapult in the state. It's not like we want to buy a black cat anyway. But what was that? Really? Yeah, well, yeah, it's gotta be the catapult. We do need to pick up a sanctuary soon here, but... And the militia bottom decks again. What the heck? Maybe it's time for a Shantytown. Maybe. We're down like... Are we down 5-3 in Hunters? I think we are. Ugh. No. Even if this militia had been a silver, it wouldn't have made any difference. Oh, great. We don't hit 5. We do kind of need a lot of silver. Well, I mean, it could be gold, but silver is honestly probably better to hit dominate. So I guess I'm going to keep buying silvers. Not triggering a shuffle, okay. And I don't want to trigger a shuffle. Catapult. I took a Sanctuary already. I'm going to take another Hunter. That's... I mean, it's possible they're going to take a Hunter now, and then I'm going to lose out on that 6-4, which is going to suck. Hopefully that not so great draw means they're not hitting 5, but nah, it sure doesn't look that way. Man. This is, yeah, this has been... I mean, first player, it's, you know, we're expected to be behind anyway, but I think this has been worse than expected. I want to hit 5. Let's play the Lich, I guess. I mean, this is probably resignable, honestly. Like, I don't really know what can change at this point. The odds of a dud at this point are low. I mean, as the game progresses, that might change. Like Hunter. Oh, interesting. Just going for province. Okay. That makes me a little bit more inclined to continue the game. Well, I would like to attack. Guess I'm going to take the militia. I think I'm going to take another sanctuary here. Wow. I mean, the thing about this line, right, is that they can keep exiling the province and hitting province very reliably, so it will probably work. But I think in the lead, I would have still built to dominate. Like, you already have 8 coins. Oh, I guess you don't have 8 coins. Wait, what? I'm not sure I understand what's happening with that, but I guess... I don't know. This is probably not the time when attacking really matters, so I think I'm going to trash Curse. Well, they did just buy 2 silvers. If I do want a black cat now. I mean, it's not going to do anything this turn, but it might at some point. Taking black cat over Shantytown seems a little weird. Curse also literally cannot be drawn by Hunter. That. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab a Shantytown. The way that Hunter draws, there's a reasonable chance that it will do stuff. What if they just clicked on province because they like forgot that dominate was on the board, and now we're like, oh wait. I'm not sure I understand the double silver over gold thing, because you still can't hit dominate with 11 coins. I mean, I guess, yeah, you'd need to buy... You'd need to buy double gold anyway, so like... Oh, okay, I would have let you undo for that, but whatever. If I demand something here, or... I mean, design is pretty good option. I don't know. I'll take... I don't freaking know. You could play... Oh, no, it doesn't matter, never mind. We did see our catapult, so it is at least conceivable that we won't see the militia until after playing the shantytown. We have 10. Very confusing. Nope. Failure. Good job. I mean, I limit too much. We could demand a shantytown. Could demand a black cat. We know we get to curse with it. It's not much, but it's something. Again, we are just never going to get to do anything in this game. It's kind of impressive how like, I mean, having 2 more hunters, having 50% more hunters obviously makes a big difference. I really should probably just resign. It's just, like, they still haven't bought Dominate, which just makes me think, like, if somehow they end up dudding at some point and I hit Dominate, like, 2 turns in a row, still maybe a path. These black cats, I don't know if it's really going to help so much, but... just have too much draw. It's probably gonna be the hunter. We do have another sanctuary anyway. $10 coins, amazing. Not enough to dominate. Ugh. We also don't have plus buy. And I wish I'd taken the sanctuary. And I could demand, I don't know. Buying province, yeah, I don't know. Like, that can't be the play. Keep demanding black cats that we can't actually play later in the turn. Off chance that somehow they're gonna dud. I guess it's nice that they can't easily draw the curses to get rid of them, because the hunters don't draw them. I guess, do I still have 2 curses in my deck? So many. And they managed to exile province again. Absolutely ridiculous. So dominate is 15 points. So there's still a world, I guess. I wonder if I exile. I guess play the horse first. Could exile the black cat. That seems like a good idea. And then discard it from exile, I guess. So hopeless. Just say that they went onto my deck. Presumably they did. Maybe I should have bought a duchy. If I'd had 10 coins, that would have been a lot better. Well, the logic being that... Oh, you're totally not buying a green card here, are you? You actually did dud. Amazing. It was probably meant to play the horse before that hunter so that I wouldn't put stuff into my bad cards into my shuffle. Damn it. Damn it. So close. Ugh. What am I doing? It's just so close to being able to activate the other shanty town and then, like, I don't know, maybe hit dominate or something. That was, as opposed to so close to doing anything that would actually win the game. You should, yeah, do something like that. Like, don't even bother with duchy or whatever. know if I'm going to want a Sanctuary Curse or not. I guess I'm going to play the Shantytown, play Black Cat. Wow. Wow, this is so pathetic. Alright, whatever. I can't even hit 5. God. That was awful. Coastal Haven. Okay. Kind of a nombo with Menagerie. As is Highwaymen. No villages. There's Catapult again. Probably got to get Catapult again. We could certainly save a copper across this shuffle. And then have it discarded by Catapult. Hooray. What we really want to do is use Coastal Haven like after our opponent plays Catapult, I think. Or wait. This actually, we know that they aren't going to get to play the Catapult. We're going to do this. Yeah, so that's actually a good time to do it. But the question is, what do we want to buy? Do we want to buy a Ratcatcher? I think we are going to want a Ratcatcher, but do we want to open with a silver? I don't really care about hitting 5 too much, though. Hey, like, I want to get some Menageries, and then, like, other than that, it's just treasures. We could take Menagerie now, figuring that we don't really need the silver right now. I think that's the way to go. And then do we hold Estate across the shuffle? Probably not. If we can buy a gold, we want to, so... Okay, well... It's not exactly what I was looking for, but whatever. We do at least guarantee... The other thing that buying the Menagerie in conjunction with the Coastal Haven does is guarantee that we see our Catapult in the shuffle. So... Punish? No punish. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. Alright, let's just take a silver. And we can afford a Ratcatcher even if we get catapulted. We don't. I think there's also no gains on this board, which makes trashing estates a little worse. Maybe we don't actually care about getting Ratcatcher. Maybe we just take another Menagerie here. Not convinced by the Highwayman here. Okay, well, no, I'll take the Ratcatcher. Like, I do think at some point we're going to stop playing Catapult, but... I guess I could have bought Delay, but it doesn't seem amazing. I'm just going to buy another Menagerie. We are going to need another silver at some point, of course, but... Oh, maybe that's not super obvious. We could manage to hit gold, I suppose. Wow, that was unlikely. And unfortunate, since Highwayman instead of Catapult means I'm not activating my Menagerie. Yeah, it's probably time for another silver. Catapulting me now. Yes. Okay. We do have our catapult down there, so, and we saw 2 of our menageries. I think I'm going to discard double estate. It's not totally clear that that's what I should do, but I will say that the Highwayman has worked out well for my opponent. I think I'm going to take one more silver. No menageries. Yes, I did find another one. Damn it, that Highwayman, it really is causing me problems. I should get one. It's either that or... yeah, it's probably... It is kind of a nombo with Menagerie, but... Menageries aren't, like, that good anyway. I mean, it's good here. But that's not gonna... It's not gonna stay that way. I don't know if I believe in my opponent's ability to keep hitting province, like if it makes sense for them to province there. Guess we'll see. So they have trashed all 3 of their estates. I have trashed 1. Oh dang. I can't I will trash another estate. It is possible that I should not trash the last one. This is... Oh, I guess I still hit province. Okay. They have any menageries? Do I have 4? I thought I only had 3. They do have 1 menagerie. Well, that's not ideal. And unfortunately... Oh, never mind. Awkward. I think I'm gonna... I think this is gonna hurt more than... It does depend on whether they... They did play their menagerie. I mean, they also shuffled, but... Should I take a duchy already? It doesn't hurt me too much because of the menageries. Not sure if it's correct or not. Delaying the catapult doesn't seem great to me, but I don't know. Maybe it is. I think this is the play. We do still have an estate. So, depending on... Okay, well, they hit province anyway. Got back to the highwayman. Man, what are the odds of that? You've got to be well, somehow their deck only has like 10 cards in it? How is that the case? Do I trash silver? I don't... If I do that, yeah... I mean, what I could do is trash silver and delay the highwayman, I guess, but... I need to buy another duchy anyway, right? So... Oof. Yeah, I have no idea how their deck is so small. Or am I missing something? Pushing the catapult does make some sense. I think I'll leave that where it is. Now here's the question. They have no highwayman in play. I also don't. What do I have down there? I think I do have multiple provinces, unfortunately. There is a possibility that I don't see both of them, but they're not going to attack me. I feel like I have to buy the province now that I can afford it, though. Yeah, this is as expected. We probably... Oh, damn it. They had the Menagerie. Seriously? Oh, man! One Menagerie in the deck. My god! And they managed to... Yeah, I just... Oh my god. Ridiculous. Alright, so... We got Peasant stuff. We've got Remake and Peaceful Cult for trashing. We've got a 5-2. Which is very interesting. Very interesting. We're clearly going to get a Peasant. The question is... Do we want to get a Margrave or do we want to get a Stampede? How important is getting Peasant up the line? I mean, it seems pretty good. The issue being that if we do it while we don't have anything else good in our deck, then it's, you know, not so good. But like being able to either disciple or put, well, more. I guess we really do need plus action on something, or play with contract. So I think we probably do want a teacher, though. I think that's like, we might want to play with contract anyway, but I think getting some plus action on some pile is going to be probably Margrave. We also don't need to worry about collision if we go for the Stampede. Of course, the other thing is then we're not trashing with remake. But we will be, I mean, unless we bottom deck our Peasant, we will be able to buy something like buy 2 cards. So I think we'll be in a reasonable spot. Okay, we didn't bottom deck the Peasant. That's good. I don't think there's any way it makes sense to not play the horses. Oh, I guess we couldn't have bottom decked it. I guess I can't count. Oh, right, because of Peaceful Cult. That's why. That is why. All right. So, what we could do is take an Artisan, and then, like, if we have Terminal Collision, we can top deck, right? We can also, like, top deck a remake and stuff like that. Do we want another Peasant? I mean, I do want another Peasant going up the line. Yeah, all right. It's a little, yeah, awkward. Like, if I'd taken a Lighthouse, that would have obviously worked out better this turn. But what can you do? And really just keep over-terminaling ourselves by taking the remake here. I think that's probably fine. I mean, like, we can also use Artisan to gain contracts, right? And that will alleviate our terminal collision issues. We're also losing a terminal here, so that'll help. We could take contract, top deck estate, and then Stampede here. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't like that. We can also trash the estate next turn. Oh. Well, that's rude. Wait, you have... How many... What is going on with the remakes? This is not exactly what I was expecting. Stampede again? I think so. Somehow we are not ahead on the Peasant line. That's ridiculous, actually. I mean, I guess they have trashed a lot more than we have. We've trashed 2 cards and they've trashed 5. But still... Right, what we need to do is find our Fugitive, which of course is the bottom card of the deck. Cool. Okay. So what we want to do... discard state, of course. I want to contract the artisan, I guess. Oh, no, wait. No, I want an artisan for a contract and then contract the horses. Artisan for a contract. Top decking remake. Contract 2 horses and buy another contract. We can also trash a copper. Oh, you know what? We should trash the estate. Yeah. Oh, we don't get to trash the estate. It doesn't, so it doesn't actually matter. Okay, never mind. Actually, we're gonna have plus actions. Let's buy Margrave. Yeah, the timing on the Peaceful Cult thing is wrong. We managed to dodge having to take silver, which is nice. Because we're gonna get money from contracts anyway, and maybe at some point, like Swashbuckler Gallery or some crap, I don't know. Alright, Margrave, we for sure want to play, although frustratingly, I would have liked to disciple the Margrave. Let's see. We could disciple the artisan, I guess. Blah, 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 blah. Disciple the artisan. We'll contract the soldier. Artisan to gain. But we can also. We could contract a Margrave. Maybe we just top deck the soldier and play the remake. I mean, I do want to get rid of some coppers here. Maybe I should have considered trashing more coppers and buying nothing, but I don't know, whatever. Maybe I should have discarded the soldier as well. We're not likely to play it this turn. But we are going to play it this turn. That's annoying. Should we stampede here? We could. That doesn't really help, does it? There's a 1 in 6 chance that we don't find our teacher. I'm almost down to just buy a province at this point. It's like once we get the teacher going, Yeah, I don't. Well, I mean, getting the horses into the deck does mean that we can contract them. We could also go like. Double Margrave. Just knowing that we're gonna have the teacher coming up anyway. Mm. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. It's too bad we don't have a contract in hand right now. Maybe gaining a second artisan wasn't even good. Because, like, until we get another disciple, we can't even really play. Well, we can always contract it. Just wish I had, like, some of that money in hand now, and I could stampede this turn. It'd be a lot better. It's bold. Setting aside the remake. Yeah, getting a lighthouse would be a good idea, obviously. We should do that. We can potentially do it with an artisan. But yeah, that distribution was not the greatest. Why did I discard the remake instead of the other contract? I guess I don't actually expect the remake to do too much at this point. I played it like once. I wasn't really expecting to get so many favors from Peaceful Cult as quickly as I did. So we do have a disciple now. Right? Oh, we don't. I thought I... Oh no, I only have a fugitive. Okay, that's annoying. So we're still not going to have plus actions this turn. Which means we can't really get a lighthouse into play this turn. We can draw everything and contract a bunch of stuff. I guess it would be better to contract a Margrave, though. Just discard this remake. I don't need it. By a bunch of stuff, I guess I mean 2 cards. Although we could Artisan from Margrave and get another one, but... Yeah, actually, that's probably the way to go, isn't it? Just because it gives us more actions. We only get to trash one of these coppers, but that's okay. And we're going to have a lot of reliability because of the contract stuff. Although, I guess we're going to need to gain some more contracts so that we have enough money to buy stuff. So maybe it wasn't a good idea to contract 3 things. I don't know. We might want to take like a treasure trove, honestly. Or in addition, I mean, we'll take more contracts, but we can like use Peaceful Cult to trash the coppers, but the golds will help with the money situation. There is also probably pile-up potential coming up here. It's like, obviously Margraves are low, contracts are low. I don't know what else is particularly likely, but we should probably try to take a lighthouse. I mean, honestly, we don't really like need the defense that much, so maybe we don't even bother. I guess we'll see. Like double treasure trove might actually be better, or double contract, or whatever. Well, one of each, something like that. So the silvers are actually coming in handy. We could also look at taking a swashbuckler. I think getting it to the chest is going to be pretty slow, though. At this point. Okay, now they really want me to take a lighthouse, I guess. I guess we artisan first. We take the treasure trove. Take a treasure trove. I wonder if we disciple the artisan. Might well want to do that. Okay, so yeah, I think discipling the artisan. Gonna take a contract. And a lighthouse. A Margrave. Lighthouse. Margrave. Top deck a lighthouse, I guess. So we don't have to take it next turn. I do wonder whether there's some kind of win here, but I don't think I have the money for it, right? We take a contract instead of the treasure trove, a contract instead of the lighthouse, and then we still only have 5 buys. 6 buys. We make, but Yeah, I don't see it. 6, 7, 8. So if we take another contract for the lighthouse, we can take the lighthouse next turn, of course. Contract the Margrave. Play the teacher. We trash the remake and the copper. Alternatively, I guess there might be some kind of pilot involving gaining remakes and then remaking into 5s, but I think that's probably too big brain for me. We could grab like a Galleria and try to set up a win with that, like where we... Well, I guess it only gives you the buys when you gain cards costing 3 or 4, though, so it kind of doesn't work. We could just start taking duchies. I mean, if we have... Well, if we want to trash the copper, we do need, like, 1 more coin. What are we going to do with the teacher? Are we going to call it? We could always call it for coins on, like, artisan? I guess? We could also just take another treasure trove. That's not ridiculous. I think we probably have enough draw. And it'll give us more options next turn. Yeah, okay. We're gonna top deck province. I mean, it's not ideal, but play the teacher. Match this stuff. Back to Margrave. Province. We'll also have more money because we have extra contracts available. Yeah, I don't think anybody has the buys to like pile the estates. Swashbuckler. That doesn't look like you found some kind of line that I didn't think of. If I disciple Margrave this turn, I should have some kind of threat to win the game in conjunction with being able to play 3 artisans. Although I guess I should have probably tried to set up to have 2 Margraves contracted so that I could have had more actions. I think my opponent's going to have a similar problem. Next turn. If they get a next turn, if I don't find a way to end the game. think coin on artisan is the way to go here. Maybe I can just buy 4 provinces, like with the extra money from the troves, more of the contracts being available in the deck. Artisan gains plus coin on artisan. I don't know, probably not. I'm probably not particularly close to it, but I still think we've got 3 artisans in the deck. This is actually looking like a pretty dubious turn, though. But I think I need to at least have... Well, never mind. All right. Nothing contracted. That's really bad. Yeah, this was going to be a risk, I suppose. Although 3 Margraves down there is not super likely. I could take and contract a Swashbuckler. I probably should. Not so worried about the lighthouse, although the young witch is a reason to maybe be concerned. Got 3 buys. Got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 coins. 15 if we play the artisan. Not impressive. Not impressive. In fact, if we want to hit... Well, maybe double province isn't even a good idea. Let's go province, duchy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We can trash 2 coppers and still do that. Okay. I do kind of wish I'd left the teacher on the mat now, though. This probably won't end up mattering. I'll end up cycling to Disciple Double Margrave. The course of my opponent's turn. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have taken that second treasure trove. I should have taken like a swashbuckler or something. Contracted it. This card. That makes some sense. If I'd known how that turn was going to play out, I would have at least considered that option, but... Whoa, you discipled an artisan. Okay. That... You don't have some kind of pile-out idea lined up. And I feel like that might present me with an opportunity. Old duchy. Is that the end of your draw? I mean, getting 3 artisans, a contract, and an estate or something should not be too difficult for me, I wouldn't think. Oh, right. They're going to buy stuff. Sure. Province is pretty dangerous, though. 2 duchies. That's also dangerous. That is also dangerous. Alright, it's got to be Disciple Margrave, right? I mean... Well... We Disciple Artisan for Duchy, then all we need is a contract and an estate. We have the money... I guess we can start by playing Margrave normally, and then see where we are. Okay, I mean, I think this has got to be a win. Let me just double check. So... Well, I guess if we Disciple Margrave, we can play 2 artisans, so it doesn't actually matter. Yeah, okay. So we can take Duchy, deck, take the up deck. Sure, whatever. Sure, whatever. We actually can just triple province. Okay. Could have bought the contract, obviously, and ended it that way, but it was easier. Alright. On the board. Sauna and Highway have errata. Yes, indeed. I doubt I would have forgotten about that, but doesn't look like it matters anyway. Okay, so Sauna is the only trashing other than kind of sort of Acolyte, but not really. It's also... Well, it's not the only draw. Sauna Silver looks reasonably good here because Cavalry? I was like, if we don't pair them up, we can buy Cavalry and at least have a shot at finding silver in something and just like cycling in general. I mean, ultimately, the deck we want to be playing has a bunch of highways, and it draws with, like... We don't need Herb Gatherer, right? We have Squire for plus buy. I guess Squire is slightly more stop cardy than Herb Gatherer, but Herb Gatherer is kind of... so... But yeah, we want to play a bunch of highways. I mean, I guess to some extent we can... Well, we can draw with Cavalry. Ironmonger hitting Cavalry gives us actions, or hitting whatever else. So yeah, Cavalry can be part of our draw too. Maybe we don't even bother with like Avanto stuff. Because there's also Werewolf, of course. Like Squire Werewolf is not too much draw, but Ironmonger will help with the village situation. So yeah, I think we can build pretty big here. Oh, there's also Lost Arts. So we can put Lost Arts on something potentially. I don't know what's going to be the most straightforward thing to do there, but... I think it probably just want the one Sauna, maybe a second one, but like we're pretty quickly going to want to get some like Ironmongers and Cavalry and that direction. There's a lot you can do here. Oh, 5-2. Villain, huh? I don't really think it's a very strong open. Not that I'm necessarily saying my opponent should have done something different, but... Ha! Aha! Right now, I think Border Guard... We are going to want Squire. But right now, I think Border Guard is the pickup. We're probably going to end up... Well, no, we can buy Cavalry and then... buy Squire. That's how we solve that problem. We buy Cavalry now. I mean, I think so, because... I mean, granted, it might make this synonymous the shuffle, but we haven't seen the silver. Actually, the fact that we haven't seen the silver is a reason not to buy Cavalry. Yeah, I think we go Ironmonger here. Well, that didn't work out. Bottom deck the Sauna. We weren't going to pair them up anyway, but it's still annoying. We definitely don't want to buy Cavalry here. So I think we're going to get another Ironmonger. Okay, good. Got the Sauna Silver. Hopefully we can actually hit 5 or something this turn. I mean, we're going to want to get a Squire, as I said, soonish. Oh, actually, we should discard. Oh, no, we oh, right. Okay, that is annoying. Whoa, that's... aggressive. Okay, I think I want to buy Cavalry here. And now I want to get that Squire. Cavalry while not having any Cavalry in your deck. Interesting. I don't think Border Guard versus Ironmonger first matters. I guess it could matter if, like, we wanted... There are situations in which you would want to play the Ironmonger first, I guess. This... would actually be one of them? Question mark? I'm gonna skip this. If I keep that, I'm pretty likely to pair my Sauna Silver next turn. I think I will. We could take one more silver. I want to get a highway for sure. The buys don't do anything. One more silver for Sauna trashing. We have to trigger the shuffle here, I guess. So. Damn it! I guess we'll discard the Cavalry. I want to. If I'm going to trigger the shuffle anyway, I want to move. Okay, here we're definitely taking buys. I'm going to go Highway, Border Guard. I don't think we're going to need Lost Arts. Maybe I should have taken a second Squire, but I can take another one soon. Okay, I mean, I guess Lost Arts on Cavalry is pretty good because it just means it's like It's draw straight up. Like you don't have to worry about the plus actions on it, or like having enough actions to play it. I guess I should say. Damn it, Ellen. This is annoying. I can't deny it. All right, this is a clear cavalry by. I don't know. I guess I could see wanting to put Lost Arts on cavalry still. It's hard to say. Has my opponent trashed at all? I think maybe they have not. Well, okay. I think I'm gonna discard that. Not totally clear. Okay, we want. Let's see. We definitely want to buy at least one cavalry. Right. Okay. So we could discard one of these cavalries for arena points. It's not really valuable to do so. Like the arena points aren't really going to be relevant, I don't think. But go buys. We're going to want to take another squire, another highway. We have 5 coins. I guess we take another ironmonger. Highway, ironmonger, squire. This is like the first time that our action limitation has mattered. So I'm not feeling too bad about not having the Lost Arts yet. And part of the problem is it's going to be hard to generate the econ with which to buy it. Once the cavalries are gone, then it'll be more tempting. They're probably about to be gone. I don't know what I discard to villain here. Guess horse? Oh, there go the cavalries. Okay, so we have like 4 cavalries to their 6, probably. I'm not certain about that, but I think maybe it might actually be 5-5. We discarded 1, bought 1, we played 1, we discarded 1. Okay, yeah, I guess it's we have 4 then. Oh, right, here we go. That could be the wrong discard, but it's really hard to say at this point. Well, I haven't hit with Ironmonger, so the Squire... Although, yeah, no, I think it's still Squire. Huh. Well, we can go actions, buys, play cavalry with this Squire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We actually will be able to hit Lost Arts if we want to. Do we want to? It's kind of a tough call, right? Because we could get 2 highways. And that will make the Ironmongers more reliable. We do have the Squire. Maybe go like highway, border guard. Versus Lost Arts double border guard. I think if we're gonna get Lost Arts, maybe border guard is actually the thing to put it on. Hmm. Hmm. I think it's highway border guard. Could also be Squire. I think border guard though. Piles are obviously low. Our opponent does not have many buys, right? They only have 1 Squire. So the pile out threat is not imminent. That's it? Oh, okay. We want to play Ironmonger first, I think. Wow, that's just great. Man. We can take arena points, I guess, if this doesn't work out. There we go. I think I am going to take arena points. And maybe now is the time to take Lost Arts. Wait, if we were gonna... Never mind. What? No, I should not... If we're gonna take Lost Arts, I should just play the cavalry. But maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Yeah, that's gotta be incorrect. That's gotta be incorrect. I think the Lost Arts is what we need here, but I don't think... the arena points are better than... It is annoying. It feels anti-tempo, and the game is close to ending. I don't know about it, but we do have a pretty sizable highway advantage and a buys advantage as well, and we can convert those actions into buys on Squire, so that could be relevant as well. No villain play, that's surprising. You gonna province here? Province Squire and, like, I don't know, Ironmonger or something would be reasonable, I think. That's okay. They can afford to take one highway without me being a threat to win, because I have at most 5 gains. Not. Okay. Border Guard might actually be better than Ironmonger for my deck at this point. It's gotta be Horse, right? I think we want these horses in our shuffle. Oof. Okay, we need this Squire. So, what have we discarded since we started this shuffle? A Squire, a horse, and that's it? So, I do want to find that other Squire. But maybe I don't need more than 3 buys. Hmm. Hmm. And then what is this card? I don't know. Probably a Border Guard. Alright, I think I'm going to stop here then. We're definitely taking 2 provinces. I think I want another highway. Could take another Squire instead. But I think highway. Well, maybe we don't need another highway. I mean, we kind of do. Like, we can discount provinces to 2. That will enable us to triple. I mean, we could have tripled this turn if we hadn't trashed copper, right? But I think that would have been bad. Yeah, I think highway. Yeah, I think I have a pretty substantial payload advantage here. A lot more highways. An extra squire. And now it is not safe for my opponent to lower tiles, which means that they can't really get more highways. So like 2 highways seems like a pretty rough spot. At least I think I have 6 highways, and I had 5 highways in play. Yeah, because provinces cost 3. Yeah, so I've got enough gains that I can empty piles if they don't catch up in points this turn. I mean, they should be able to take arena points, but they might not be able to afford double province. They might be able to afford province duchy. They might do that. But like, they don't have much money in their deck, right? I'm the one that's with the second silver too, so they really don't have much money in their deck at all. They'd probably trash less copper than I have, but that's still not doing a whole lot. They certainly have draw. I guess the villain is like having a silver. What are those 3 cards? More horses, probably. Yeah, I think they over-invested in draw here. Wait, they only played 5 cavalries, not 6. That's interesting. They discard 1. I can see. Okay, so we can just win if we can find all of our stuff, which is not going to be trivial. I think it starts with taking horse over highway. I think border guard. As well, keep that. Doesn't really matter. This is okay. Damn it. I did not account for this possibility. I am stupid. I am stupid. Maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Right? 5 buys. It was still stupid. I should have played the cavalry first. I was like, oh, Ironmonger looks at 2 cards. No risk there. Yeah, well, it turns out that's false. Did I change the play order? I think I changed the play order. Yeah, I had an extra turn. Okay. Groundskeeper and Bonfire. Okay, so we've got the Sentry 5/2. Surely that's what we're going to be opening. Druid can gain Wisps and Silvers. That's pretty good. So there's no villages here unless you want to count Elder playing blacksmith or something. Right. It's not really a village anyway, right? Like, it just means the Elder's non-terminal. Quarry, huh? Okay, okay. We're off to a potentially not a sad century start. Second druid seems bold. Okay, here we go. Do we want a town crier? So ultimately what we want to be doing is playing some groundskeepers and then buying a province, I guess. I don't know how many groundskeepers we can realistically get before it just is like, nah, you should be just buying the provinces. Quarry, I guess, will have an effect there. Town Crier synergizes the Wisp. That's like the main reason I'm thinking about getting it. Like, even if it's just a cantrip, it's still draw. And maybe that's better than silver right now. Well, not right now, but like in general. Like, we are going to need some treasures in order to hit province. But we do have silver gainers in both Druid and then potentially Town Crier. Yeah, okay. Let's get a Town Crier. Guess I'll just take another one. I mean, we could bonfire, but I don't think we're at the point where we are salty enough about how our sentry has performed to necessarily want to do that. I'm actually gonna not rotate. Right. I continue to not rotate. We're gonna have all the Town Criers. And if our sentry fails to trash copper, maybe that's even fine, because we've got this Wisp-centric deck. I don't know. We probably do want a quarry. Whatever. Blacksmith, I don't know. Okay, here... It is annoying that our sentry has failed to trash estates. We could get the quarry if we play the Town Crier. We don't get a Wisp. I guess that's okay. Now we want to start getting some groundskeepers, I guess. I don't know why you want the blacksmith. It doesn't really do anything. I don't see any reason to play that for coins. Okay, maybe this turn. This coming turn. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a groundskeeper. We can actually trash some estates because got. I mean, it's still only going to be 2 cards out of like 7 or something like that, but the possibility exists. Hey, we got one. We might as well discard this. It's like, it doesn't do anything. There's our quarry. So we want to play the druid. We can't get a 2 groundskeepers without gaining a silver at some point. Does that mean that we want to do that now? I think so. I continue to think that blacksmith doesn't do anything, so I'm going to ignore it. We can honestly arguably take a copper. Yeah. We don't really want to trash any more coppers. We just want to trash that estate. We are going to need to take more treasure at some point so that we can buy provinces, but... I mean, I guess we could buy estates, like, once we've gotten a decent number of groundskeepers. And then trash them with a sentry. Or try. And probably fail. But at least the wisps will not be upset. And Miller's alright. I'd rather have groundskeepers, though. You know, we did not find our druid. Unfortunate. I almost do wonder if I should have trashed fewer coppers rather than taking that silver. It's hard to say. Only I could get Quarry into play before playing Wisps. That would be amazing. Actually, I guess it wouldn't even matter, would it? Because the 5 costs wouldn't be cheap enough. Never mind. I guess in theory, War Chest wouldn't be terrible. Like, gaining more sentries does have synergy with the draw, but, like, presuming that groundskeepers get named for War Chest. Do we want to trash a copper? I mean, I think not. Oh, I'll rotate this. Oh, wait. I was thinking there was another town crier. Whatever. Well, okay, so we're gonna have 5. So we could take a miller. That seems alright. How did they draw so well this turn? Understand that. I guess we take the wisp here. Okay, if we cycle through... We have enough to buy double groundskeeper. How many groundskeepers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we did win the split. That's great. That is great. I do wonder last turn whether I was meant to wait on the sentry and play... Oh, I had a wisp in hand. I don't know. Never mind. Okay. It was occurring to me that if I had like sentry and some non-wisp cantrips, it might make more sense to play wait on playing the sentry until I drew into a wisp or something, but whatever. Yeah, I think our plan is going to be to buy estates here more so than to buy provinces. There's not like an obvious third pile, unfortunately. Oh, wisps are gone. So I guess we're gonna want to gain silvers anyway. I didn't even occur to me to look at how low the wisp pile was. It looks like we may have split them 6-6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I think I might have had another wisp in my hand that I didn't play last turn, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's 7-5. I don't know. That would be surprising, but conceivable, I suppose. I guess we could get Elder to pair with Town Crier, but that. I think we go Groundskeeper, Miller. We take Wisp. Beautiful. Yeah, man. Well, there's 5 wisps, so maybe we did only get 5. So we can gain a silver. We have 6 coins. We can buy a province. Not actually sure that's better than buying an estate though for this deck, especially because we get more points. We can gain a silver and then have but maybe we don't even want to gain a silver. I don't know. We can just take rivers, I guess. Oh wait, we can't buy province if no, but we can buy double estate. Right. Yeah, I think we just take rivers. And if we like ever failed it, find the druid, but we still have all of our money somehow, then we buy province. Yes. I mean, we can also buy duchies. Like, we might end the game on estates and duchies or something like that. I think opponent should probably be trying to buy provinces. I guess we didn't get many more points for province, like we get than we would have for buying province, right? We would have gotten 12 points. As it was, we get 14 points, but we have an extra green card in our deck, so it's not a big difference. But you know, our deck prefers what we've got, so. I could see the argument that we should have bought province, though. Like, buy province while you can. Double estate's easier. I don't know. Do you buy estate? You do. I don't know if we should lead with Wisp or not. I guess I will. Yerp. Sadness. This really doesn't matter. Yeah. Play the Miller. Yeah, we do, because we want to make sure we get our Druid. In fact, we don't need to do... Yeah. And then once the estates run, we should have enough of a VP edge that even if our opponent is taking provinces and we're taking duchies, we're okay. So you go province estate again. I go double estate again. And then you cannot go province estate. Which is... Do you believe a reason for you not to do Rude. Alright. Fine. I guess I got Duchy Estate or something. I think we take the Wisp. Totally sure about that. Ugh. We should probably trash this quarry. Well, this was an extremely bad turn. At least we got the last estate, although we only got 4 VP from it. Like, our opponent has been able to afford province or whatever, but I don't know that that's going to continue. I mean, we're going to have trouble affording province, obviously, but like I said, I think if we can duchy out, that'll be alright. Ending this game is going to be a pain, though. I guess the millers are going to help them. Maybe I should have taken one more of those. I don't know when I would have done that, though. Like, having more groundskeepers seems more important. Wait, are there only 10 wisps, not 12? I was thinking there were 12, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, we're probably going to need to start taking silvers into the deck. Not worrying too much about getting to play the druid. I don't know that I want to trash the druid. That's an interesting question. Probably not. Probably not. We already have enough for duchy. Was River's Gift better than taking a silver? It might well be. We got 4 of our groundskeepers in play. Oh, wow. Okay. This is annoying because we have to trigger a shuffle, get the 6th groundskeeper in play, which we obviously should not do. Very obviously should not do. How important is it for us to be even conceivably able to afford province? I don't know. Don't know. I think I'm gonna take the silver. It's a tough call. I'd like almost rather gain a copper. Maybe I should have actually played Druid and gone. Like, I could have played Druid instead of Town Crier, and I could have bought a copper. That might have actually been better. I didn't think of that. I will consider that going forward. bad shuffle trigger there? That doesn't do what you might think it does. I don't think. Yeah. You did hit double duchy. That's unfortunate for me. Very unfortunate. Do I should have taken that. Or I should have trashed the druid, I guess. And that is really bad. Oh, maybe I should have bought a copper. I don't know. I don't know. It does seem to be drawing better than me, despite, like, maybe the millers are doing more work than having extra cheap cards. I mean, I do still have the groundskeeper advantage, because it gets harder to collide them. Oh, okay. Well, that black cat is certainly not going to be relevant this turn. Ooh, I'm gonna say groundskeeper, but it's not all clear. It's also not clear whether I want to be triggering a shuffle here. Three groundskeepers. Feels like not enough. Uh, I mean, that's definitely better. Now, 5 groundskeepers. So we could be real sad if we don't take coins here, so we're gonna take coins. Yeah, we could have drawn that estate or something. I mean, if we'd been able to get another groundskeeper by province or something like that, obviously that would have been good, but probably not worth the risk. We do have our sentry down here. We didn't pick it up last turn. I mean, I could believe that it would have been correct to like go province instead of double estate early on here. I think I said that already. Well, don't get to trash the druid. This seems like an okay shuffle to trigger. I mean, we have to if we want to hit even 5. So we're guaranteed to hit 5 if... The question is, do we leave that copper on top and just take the 5-point duchy? Probably... Oh my god. I don't know if my... Oh. Well, you're not buying double duchy, that's for sure. I don't know if my opponent will be comfortable buying a duchy here. I think not. But it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Because if I buy one more duchy, and you know you're in trouble anyway. Maybe they should buy it if they can afford it. Buys and gains a gold. Whoa. Okay, we're definitely taking a duchy here, right? Like, the other 5 points were up by 9. They'd have to find 3 groundskeepers and buy a province to tie. And that wouldn't end the game. They can't win the game on duchy. Yeah, it's got to be. We take the duchy. And now we have the Miller. Seems really good. Interesting question. Do we want to trigger the shuffle with the Miller or not? Like, do we want the cards that we're discarding in the shuffle? Like, I think we actually might. Like, we've seen a bunch of green. We have seen most of our groundskeepers, though. Although the groundskeepers aren't, at this point, so necessary. Like, we really just need to see 5 coins. So we probably don't, because we haven't... Yeah, we probably play groundskeeper first. There's a world... Okay, never mind. Their deck is certainly... Okay, this... Is it... It's not groundskeeper. Is it sentry or is it wisp? Yeah, it was... I was right that we would see good cards here. I mean, and we drew an estate, and we top decked a good card. It's really bad. But anyway, Sentry might actually be better. I mean, what we really want is to find a silver. Well, no, that isn't sufficient. And in fact, we play Sentry. We have to draw like a silver the Sentry to hit 5, because if we don't, then if we top deck 1, it doesn't really matter. The Town Crier still has to like... Sentry cycles through the deck more. Yeah, I think it's actually Wisp. Right. Okay. Ah, here it is. All right. Well, that worked out. And we made the comeback of sorts. End up with a tie. Yeah. I'm not totally sold on my approach there. It did work out. I mean, I think the groundskeeper split was very important. I'm not sure about going in, like, the logic for going in for the estates is clear enough. I'm not sure if the logic holds up to scrutiny, as it were, but it did work out. It was kind of a long match. Not really sure why. It didn't feel like any of the games were particularly slow. I do think, yeah, the Millers were doing some good work for my opponent, but I guess at some point, you know, there's just too much junk in the deck and you don't find that many of the Millers. They did end up with 7 Wisps to my 5. which is a little surprising. But it was actually pretty remarkable how good Sentry was at not finding cards that I wanted to trash late in the game. Like, it didn't ever see one of the estates, which I don't know if I should have actually trashed given the opportunity, but I think at least early on in the greening phase it would have been a good idea. It did not. It didn't find the Druid, which I guess it did find the Druid the one time, and I could have trashed it. I don't know if I should have. It's hard to say. Well, in any case, yeah, I think I still, have some complaints about those first two games, but can't be too unhappy with the overall results. I don't know that, I mean, like, for instance, in this game, I started with a 5-2, right? And that was, like, obviously very valuable. So probably that, washed out a significant amount of my misfortune in the first two games. And I don't, know, but I wouldn't be surprised if my opponent had some similar misfortune late in this game, as well as not having the 5-2. So, in any case, I've got my last match coming up next weekend, on Sunday. So thanks for watching, and until then.